Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you like mid this afternoon, going into close to almost late afternoon. And this is for a more talk video on the new Palisades Reaching Hypercritical album that I'm going to be talking about in this video. And sorry for my breathing heavy, I just was moving around my house, so it was just had somewhat of a busy day, but yeah, I'm mostly doing alright mentally and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna be discussing what I listened to for Palisades again for the Reaching Hypercritical album, and this time I heard the actual album itself. And yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts on this Palisades Reaching Hypercritical album. So let's dive into this more talk video. Now, I did want to mention some things in my review that I might have left out. Like with the Sober track, the only thing I liked about that song was the Killing Me lyric when the bridge part comes in with Brandon Elgar singing in it. And it sounds really good for sure at that part of the song, meaning it's a banger at the bridge part of the song. But other than that, the song kind of is solid for what it went for, in my opinion. It's not a bad track. It's strong for what it is. It's just there are some moments where I like it and some moments where I'm unsure what to think of it. But Without You and Sober are my least favorites on the album, but other than that, the rest of the album is great. I heard the shorter version for Sick of the Attitude, and Reaching Hypercritical is just the single version. It's not a longer version. I thought it was a longer version, and they were going to have a studio version for this song, but it's just the single itself, the 3 minutes and 22 seconds. I listened to one that was 3 minutes and 27 seconds, so they got that wrong. The leak I downloaded for it was kind of wrong, so I had to wait till this morning to get the actual zip file or the RAR file for it, and it was the correct one for sure. My Consequence is still a great song in my opinion. Really enjoyed this track. Invincible Die Down is a great song. Brandon Elgar's vocals, I meant to say, sound really good in this track, in my personal opinion, and it works well with what it's going for. His even falsetto, uh, not the way I'm singing it, but you get the picture. That part of the song sounds pretty good, and it works very well with what it's going for. And sorry about me singing it terribly. I was trying to give you the right way on what I'm talking about, at which part of the song I liked about the song. And it was the falsetto part where he said, I hope this dies down, lyric and all that. And Without You is a solid song. It's not my favorite, but it's something at least. And Better was a great track. So was Frey. Sober, I thought had a longer version, like I said, but it did not. It was the wrong track. I guess it was probably a in studio kind of song that was being made for it, and it was kind of messed up. So yeah, I had to wait till 7 or 8 o'clock to get the actual zip for it, or maybe a little after 6 a.m. or whatever. So yeah, Closure was a really nice song to end the album and really works well with the closing track. In my personal opinion, I think this is one of my favorite albums of 2022 for sure. I wouldn't say it's gonna be album of the year, but it's pretty good for what it went for. There's just two songs in my opinion that kind of could have used a little more work, but that's what they went for, I guess. Your Misery, I forgot to mention that song. great song, and so is Fade Away as well. So there's a lot of good tracks on this album. There's like 9 out of 11 good songs uh, that I really enjoyed from this album. So 9 out of 10 still for this album. It's still really good. I just wanted to update you guys on me listening to the official RAR file for it as of today, and it's pretty enjoyable for sure. So, yeah, I'm giving this album Reaching Hypercritical a 9 out of 10 still. It's still really good. That's going to be it for this more talk on uh, Palisades Reaching Hypercritical album. Comment below and let me know what you guys thought of Palisades Reaching Hypercritical if you've found the album already on RAR file or whatever, or are waiting till midnight to listen to it. And if you enjoyed this Palisades, more talk on Palisades Reaching Hypercritical video, the album video, I guess, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. Definitely go check out my album review for it, because I did work pretty hard on the album for what I was going for with that review. But yeah, there were some things I left out. I think only one thing I left out in that review, and that was the bridge part of Sober being the best part of the song. Um, but hey, that's my opinion. But still, I think Brandon Elgar has a really good, pretty good vocals for what he's going for with this album. And they were going through a lot making this album. They had a lineup change, and also with COVID hitting, they started writing songs about frustration, anger, and depression and all that. So this album is, all these songs are tied in with what happened with getting your frustrations out with what happened in the pandemic and all that. So yeah, I think 2020 was probably the worst year for everyone, and if I should say so myself, it was pretty bad for me too. Physically, mentally, all that shit. So, yeah, but still. I hope you enjoyed this more talk on Palisades Reaching Hypercritical album. I did the best I could to make this video as good as possible. Hopefully, this clears up any uh, of the stuff I wanted to say in this video. The RAR file I downloaded last Thursday for this album wasn't the correct one, and there were some things. There was only one thing that was right about it. There was talking in the phrase song for a brief moment at the bridge part of the song, but other than that, yeah, it wasn't the correct RAR file, so I had to wait till today, of course, to get it. So yeah. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. For more talk on Palisades Reaching Hypercritical, hope you guys are liking the album, and let me know in the comments below if you're excited for the album at midnight and all that, because I think you guys will enjoy Sick of the Attitude. That's going to be probably everyone's favorite, and quite a bit of the other ones too. So stay safe, take care guys, and as always, I will see you in my next review.